welcome back. So today I want to sit down and talk to you about our summer schedule and what our day-to-day life looks like now. We have had a lot of things changing in our household recently, and that means our daily schedule needs to change as well. So basically, a few weeks ago, I was still doing daycare, the kids were still in school, we had sports going on and Cub Scouts. Our days were crammed full of things going on, and our daily routine really needed to accommodate that. Now, I am no longer doing daycare. The kids are out of school for the summer. Sports have wrapped up and Cub Scouts have wrapped up. So basically, our schedule has changed drastically within the last few weeks, and I have designed a new summer routine or daily routine to accommodate for those changes. There are still things that I have to get done throughout the day and things that I want to get done. So basically, I had to make sure that there was some sort of structure within our day. Our family runs a lot smoother when we have some sort of schedule and structure. And so basically we sort of redesigned our day, and I'm going to turn the camera around and show you guys what our day-to-day life looks like on some days, on good days, I should say. There's still obviously lots of things that can come up and change our schedule, but this is basically just to have a ground, foundation of our day. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you guys what our schedule is looking like for this summer. Alright guys, so this is what our daily routine is looking like these days. Like I said, this is our foundation. This is sort of what I like to base our days on. It doesn't always happen for sure, but just giving me some sort of guideline really does help me stay organized and on top of things, and just helps me feel less stressed throughout the day-to-day. So around 6:30 is when I wake up and get ready. I like to get myself up and ready before the kids wake up. It just helps me sort of start my day on the right foot. I get myself ready and sort of, put together before the chaos of the day starts. Around 7 is when I start my morning routine. My morning routine consists of tidying up our bedroom, which is putting things back in its place and making beds and that sort of thing, wiping down our 2 bathrooms, starting a load of laundry, unloading the dishwasher, tidying up the kids' rooms, and then my older son has his 20 minutes of reading time in the morning. That usually takes me about 15 to 30 minutes, just depending on the extent of cleaning that needs to get done and whatnot. And then around 7:30 is when I start making breakfast. Around 8 is when the kids get up and ready, or get dressed and ready. We've already eaten breakfast and whatnot, and they get dressed and ready for the day, and I set them up with an activity at this time. So it can be Legos, it can be crayons, it can be Play-Doh, it can be puzzles, anything like that, because then around 8:30 is when I start my schoolwork. So I am currently going to school for medical coding, and the job that I'm looking to get after I have my certificate is a remote position, so a position that I can work from home. And I knew that I sort of wanted this summer to be a trial run for us to see how it would go with me having to be dedicating some time to working. So I'm using 8:30 to 11:30 as a block of time to get my schoolwork done, and the kids have been doing great with that. So I think a part-time position for me would be perfect working from home. It allows me to just juggle, work and the kids and housework and all of that really well. So around 11:30 is when I start dedicating just a chunk of time to the kids. So we go outside to play, we'll go for a walk, we'll do whatever, just focusing my time on them. Around 12:30 is when I start lunch, and then around 1 is quiet time. So my daughter does still nap. So she goes down for her nap, and the boys just play quietly. They'll watch a movie, just do something quiet so she can nap. And during that time when she's napping is when I do my afternoon routine. My afternoon routine consists of putting everything back in its place, wiping down the surfaces, sweeping the floors, folding clothes, dinner prep, so anything that I need to prep for dinner. My daily chore, I will have an updated cleaning routine for you guys next week. And then my daily to-do. So anything that I need to do as far as phone calls or filming or anything like that, anything I need to get done for the day, I have that block of time to do it. Then around 2:30 is when we have our snack, when my daughter wakes up and we have snack. And then from that time until dinner is when I just dedicate again to the kids. So we have been trying to plan a daily activity for them. My parents have a really nice pool, so we've been going up there a lot, inviting friends up there. We've been getting together with friends, just doing a variety of different things. Around 5 is when I start making dinner. 5:30 is when we eat dinner. And then around 6 is, or after dinner I should say, is just family time. So that's just a time for us to relax together, hang out together, and just enjoy our family time. Around 7 is when we start the kids' bedtime routine. Their bedtime routine consists of baths, pajamas, vitamins, brushing teeth, laying their clothes out for the next day, and stories. It's basically been the same routine since they were babies. And all of 3 of my kids really benefit from going to bed earlier. They all need their sleep and really benefit from going to bed early. So around 7:30 is when they are all in bed, and that's when I start my evening routine. My evening routine consists of putting clothes away, putting everything in its place, wiping down surfaces, sweeping, running the dishwasher, and planning for the following day. That usually takes me about a half an hour to do all of that. And then I have a chunk of time where it's just dedicated to my husband and I. Sorry about that, somebody just came to the door. So basically from about 8 to 9 is just time that my husband and I spend together. He works nights, so we just like to spend that time together before he has to start getting ready for work. And then from about 9 to 10 is me time. So I just spend a little bit of time doing something that is just for me, painting my nails, planning, just doing something that I enjoy for myself. And then I try to be in bed by around 10. Does that always happen? No, but that's what I aim for. So basically that is what our ideal daily routine would look like. Like I said, this doesn't always happen. It's summertime, things come up and we're busy, and you know, it's just, this is sort of the foundation that I'd like to base our day-to-days on. And basically I know that things come up, so I have down here just a list of daily goals, things that I try to accomplish on a daily basis, even if our schedule is completely out of whack. So I like to aim for about 3 hours of schoolwork a day. Obviously quality time with my kids is a daily must for me. I like to plan at least one activity with them a day, something fun to do throughout the summer. My daily chore is a daily goal for me, just because I feel so much better when I'm on top of things and things are not piling up. So keeping on top of housework really does help me. Family time is a must for me, and time with my husband is a must for me. So basically, this keeps me just focused on the musts for the day, things that I absolutely want to accomplish, even if our schedule is completely out of whack. Alright guys, so that is what our daily routine is looking like for the summer. I have just put these into a page protector and have it hang up on my fridge so I can reference it easily throughout the day and just sort of help me stay focused and on track. And yeah, having a daily routine helps us tremendously in so many ways. It just helps the kids stay sort of on somewhat of a schedule throughout the summer, and for me to just sort of be able to fit everything that I want to fit into a day. It just helps me be more productive and organized. So I highly recommend, if you do not have some sort of daily schedule for yourself, to go ahead and just sit down with a piece of paper and jot down the things that you would like to accomplish and want to accomplish throughout your day and how you can fit them in. It really does help organize your day-to-day life. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will be back soon with another video.